All right, Vasiliy Lomachenko wins a very comfortable fight. He dominates George Kambosos Jr., stopping him in round 11. Now, let's talk a bit, just going into this fight. I felt that Lomachenko was the favourite. I felt that he should win this fight pretty comfortably. He should actually, if everything goes well, he really should be stopping George Kambosos Jr. because I felt that Loma still has loads left in the tank. He does have the odd performance where you do think, has he slowed down a little bit, like that Ortiz performance where you're thinking, is he slowed down ever so slightly? Then you look at Kambosos and you think, you know what? He's not a bad fighter, but he's not in that top echelon of fighters, certainly at lightweight. He's a good fighter, but he's not elite. And you look at his style, he tends to move forward with not a great deal of movement. He tends to kind of wait at times before letting his shots go. He kind of lets you do something, looks to counter, but by then someone like Loma is out of dodge. He has the high guard. There's a lot you look at there with Kambosos and you think, yeah, against Loma, that's not going to work too well. You might get away with it against some of the other champions. You didn't get away with it against Devin Haney. You got away with it against Teofimo Lopez because that Lopez was just horrendous that night. It really was. The corner didn't help Lopez, to be fair, in that fight, but you really got away with it big time there against Teofimo Lopez. But you were dropped and hurt in that fight in round number 10. I thought going in here against Loma will just find holes in that defense. He'll be moving in and out of range. He'll be hitting you the head and body, and it's going to be a torrid time in there. Especially considering the fact that Kambosos going into this fight hadn't had the greatest run of form. He beat Teofimo Lopez, great win, great fight. Lost back-to-back to Devin Haney, and then scraped the decision win. I felt he lost, personally, to Maxi Hughes. I thought that was a fairly clear-cut win. I think even Top Rank had Maxi Hughes winning by a fairly comfortable margin in that fight. So, going into this fight with Lomachenko, the form guide wasn't exactly there for Kambosos. Now, Loma coming into this fight off the back of a loss to Devin Haney, a loss that I personally felt he shouldn't have been a loss. I thought he just nicked that Devin Haney fight. But Loma going in here with a year out of the ring, taking a break in between. He had a good rest. He's had injuries in the past, Lomachenko. So in here he came in fresh. He looked faster, believe it or not, in his mid-30s than he has in his last couple of fights. I think largely in part that was down to the style of Kambosos. It basically, his style brought out the best in Loma's style. Because he was coming in with the high guard. There was no real movement there from Kambosos. Loma was picking him apart. He was hitting him the head and body. He found a home for the left hand early. And it was just, you go look at the first round and you can instantly see Loma is on it. The hand speed is there. The shot selection is there. The movement is there. And Kambosos is waiting just to get those shots off. He's waiting too long. Lomachenko's gone. He's getting peppered with shots to head and body. He got cut in this fight. It was a torrid performance by George Kambosos in there. It really was. I didn't give him a sniff of a round. Loma was just on it from the get-go, 100% dialed in. He read George Kambosos in that first round. As they say on commentary, he was downloading the information. I mean, I think he had it like that. And he knew, right, this is what I've got, this is what I'm going to do. And he went ahead and he did it. It was a great performance by Vasiliy Lomachenko. The shot selection, as I said, every single round you look at in there, you would see big shots going in from Lomachenko, whether it be the head or the body. He went to the head. He obviously does go to the head more than he goes to the body, and especially considering the fact that Kambosos had a bit of a gash over his eye as well in this fight. So he was looking to target that, but whenever the opportunity came, as Lomachenko often does, a bit like Alexander Usyk, because they both come from that Ukrainian school of boxing, switching it up to head and body. If the high guard is up and it's being blocked, left hand to the body, right hook to the body, and that's what Loma was doing in there. And as the fight progressed, you could see writing was on the wall. The writing was literally on the wall that he was going to be able to stop George Kambosos. We go into round 11 and Loma lands a big body shot. Like, it looked, when you see these body shots and some of them look innocuous, no, this looked painful. Kambosos went down straight away. Lomachenko, if you see it on the replay, he was so hurt from that first body shot that when the second one went in, even though it was partially blocked, Kambosos was just done. Tell came in, referee was going to wave it off anyway. Lomachenko gets the stoppage win, and I think that's probably the best performance I've seen in victory anyway from Lomachenko for a while now, maybe since 2021 when he fought the likes of Nakatani and Richard Comey. I think it was Nakatani is the guy's name he fought, the the very tall Japanese fighter. I think his name is something Nakatani or something like that. His name is. He fought Teofimo Lopez. But since 2021, that's probably his best performance. You know, in victory anyway. You could say the Devin Haney performance, but officially he lost that fight. Kambosos, he took a beating in there, and that's going to take some coming back from. Kambosos is a fighter who's made a lot of money throughout his career. He had that big night against Teofimo Lopez, which I'll hold my hands up. I think it flattered a lot of us because I didn't pick Kambosos going into the Devin Haney fight, either of them, but I did give him a chance of being competitive in it. And I think that was largely in part down to us being all flattered by the Teofimo Lopez performance and not really looking at it in the full context of Lopez really didn't turn up and Kambosos did. And had it been 50-50, had they both turned up, chances are Teofimo Lopez would have won the fight. Not saying it would have been easy, but chances are he would have won that fight. So Kambosos, he's had his run, he's had his title, fair play. What does he do now? He's made a lot of money in boxing. He is still reasonably young. I think he's only about 30, 31. So, yeah, let's see what he does. But for Loma, I mean, you got to be targeting the winner of Navarrete versus Bacek next week. Because they're fighting for, I think it's the WBO title at lightweight. So, if I was Loma, I'd be looking to fight the winner of that. And then, obviously, I would be targeting Shakur Stevenson, who was commenting on X on this fight. And yeah, he has a fight in July, so we'll see how he looks there. And yeah, Loma making one last run. He does seem to have the bit between his teeth. He wants undisputed. And listen, the way he looked in there against Kambosos, he looked very good. I wouldn't rule him out, but I wouldn't be picking him at this point in his career against Shakur. I wouldn't be. Prime Loma, different story. Now, I'd say Shakur probably just takes that, but for Loma at this stage in his career, at lightweight, it's not like he's Alexander Usyk fighting a heavyweight or a light heavyweight or something like that. At lightweight, to be still able to stake your claim to be the best in the division when you are on the slide, that's impressive. So credit to Lomachenko, great win, great performance. George Kambosos, tough, like a warrior, took his punishment, gave it a go, all that stuff. That's all you can really ask. But Loma was just too good there tonight. So that's my thoughts on that. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. For now, I'll leave it there. Peace.